Yeah, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? So I had to address something real quick, man. All these delusional Manny Pacquiao fans coming out the woodworks now because, you know, Gary Russell Jr. had the shoulder injury. You dig what I'm saying? Now I got Manny Pacquiao fans that's talking about, oh, y'all was giving Manny Pacquiao troubles or grief because he had a shoulder injury versus Floyd Mayweather. They bringing up fights from 2015 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about y'all was talking down on Manny Pacquiao because he had the shoulder injury versus Floyd. Number one, Manny Pacquiao was using his right arm in that fight. And then on top of that, this dude didn't have no surgery after the fight. A couple of days later, he was seen swimming in the ocean and shit, having a grand old time. You dig what I'm saying? This shit ain't the same, number one. So stop bringing up this old ass shit talking about 2015 and Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, because we all know that Manny Pacquiao was lying. We all know that Manny Pacquiao made that excuse up because he got in there with Floyd and found out the shit wasn't what he thought it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? He got in there with Floyd and found out he couldn't do all that normal 1,000 punches around type shit that he normally do on everybody else because there's levels to this shit. So at the end of the fight, you heard Manny Pacquiao say, you know, I wanted him to just stay in one spot so he would fight me. But he kept moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think this is? He was outboxing your ass. So let's address that. Stop bringing up 2015, bruh. What Gary Russell Jr. had going on ain't the same thing that Manny Pacquiao had going on. He wasn't even hurt, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's proof out there that Manny Pacquiao was lying. He wasn't hurt. All right, so look. The Gary Russell Jr. situation, I'm not one for the excuses. You know what I mean? I'm not giving a man no excuse. I ain't saying that, he took the fight. You dig what I'm saying? He took the fight. He knew he was hurt, and he took the fight anyway. That's on him. I ain't giving him no excuses. But at the same time, you can obviously see the man was hurt. He wasn't using his right hand. He wasn't throwing no right. He wasn't throwing no jabs, no right hooks, which is his best punch. The right hook, he wasn't throwing none of that. So, I mean, it's common sense and it's obvious that the man had an injury and that affected him on the fight night. Now, he still chose to suit up and go out there and fight. That's on Gary Russell Jr. Just like I said in my post-fight reaction video of that fight. That's on him. You know what I'm saying? And also, all these Manny Pacquiao fans is getting hyped on this dude, Magsayo now. Now, look, I thought the fight was a draw with him and Gary Russell Jr. I also thought that if they was going to give it to anybody, just purely based off of the activity and the lack of punch output from Gary Russell Jr., the only person that you really could have gave it to was Magsayo. Now, some people actually thought Gary Russell Jr., even with the limited ability, outboxed Magsayo. He did show a lot of good defense and movement in that fight. You know, Magsayo wasn't impressive at all. You dig what I'm saying? Magsayo was not impressive. So I got all these guys talking about, you know, Magsayo, he the next Manny Pacquiao. Now they want to jump on the bandwagon now. As soon as this dude get in there with somebody that's like fully healthy and an elite fighter, he gon' get his ass beat, bruh. You know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao had already got his ass whooped multiple times. He had got knocked out 3 times already before the Floyd fight. And he had already had like 4 or 5 losses. You know what I'm saying? So don't even try to make this same shit what it is. You know what I mean? This ain't the same situation. I'm not saying that Gary Russell Jr. is Manny Pacquiao or even on his level or none of that. But stop trying to compare the two situations. Y'all using this situation as a crutch or an opportunity to try to make an excuse for Manny Pacquiao, some shit that happened 7, 8 years ago. You dig what I'm saying? Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that now. You know, now, again, salute to Magsayo. You know, he is now the WBC featherweight champion. That's cool and all, but I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed, and I think if he go up to 130, he gonna get his ass whooped by Shakur Stevenson, Chris Colbert, Oscar Valdez, Miguel Burchelt. Shit, Leo Santa Cruz probably put them hands on him. This dude not impressive. I'm keeping it real with y'all. So if y'all trying to lean on this new cat, you know, because Manny Pacquiao and embraced him and all that shit, now y'all finding somebody new to jump on. You know what I mean? It's cool. You from the Philippines. You support your people. That's cool. I'm not tripping on that. But you better be for real and be logical about this shit. Don't come over here with that same delusion that you had with Manny Pacquiao, thinking he just the greatest and oh my God, he can't be beat when the dude been beat multiple times. You know what I'm saying? The dude been exposed multiple times. Don't come over here with that same delusion with this new guy, because you setting yourself up for failure from motherfuckers like me, because I'm going to get on your ass soon as he get his ass beat. Just like how Yordenis Ugas had Manny Pacquiao eating oatmeal with his eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get on your ass, so don't come to this channel, you know, talking crazy, you know, popping up on Merlot Fridays or any live show that I do, talking crazy, using Google Translate and all that shit. You know what I mean? Being all delusional and fanboying for this dude, Mark Magsayo, because you think he's finna be, oh my God, the next Manny Pacquiao. Come on, bro. I've been telling y'all, Manny Pacquiao fan base is the most delusional fan base in all of boxing. The most toxic and the most delusional. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Manny Pacquiao. Respect him. A legend. All-time great fighter. One of my favorite guys to watch. Very entertaining. You know what I mean? He's definitely an ATG. I'm not... all-time great, big facts. You know, Hall of Famer. But come on now, don't come over here with all that delusional shit for this dude, Mark Magsayo. I gave him his props. You know, I said that, look, I thought it was a draw. But if anybody won, I felt like shit just based off of activity and throwing punches, because nobody was landing shit. Gil Russell Jr. ain't landing nothing big, and Mark Magsayo ain't landing nothing big. Neither one of them dudes landed anything significant. And in my opinion, shit, Mark Magsayo ought to be a damn shame of himself for letting a dude that was obviously and clearly limited to one punch, couldn't even use the jab. The jab, in my opinion, is the most important punch in boxing. He couldn't even use that motherfucker after the second, third, or fourth round, and you couldn't even get a knockdown? You couldn't cut the ring off and put punishment on Gil Russell Jr.? You couldn't close the distance and you know, and get your shit off? I was not impressed. I was not impressed. I really think the fight should have been a draw, especially with Gil Russell Jr. being the champion. The shit should have been a draw. I was not impressed. All right, so before y'all get y'all hopes up, man, calm that shit down. Number one, this dude ain't the next Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna get his ass whooped soon as he better not go to 130. No time soon. He got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. He better not take his ass to 130, because I'm telling he gonna get his ass whooped. For real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Have y'all been noticing an influx of these new Mark Magsayo fans that's, you know, branching off from the Manny Pacquiao bandwagon and shit? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not, look, they Filipino and they supposed to support their guy. But, you know, they see this young guy with Freddie Roach and they getting flashbacks. Oh, my God, he's adapting Manny Pacquiao style. He's going to be one of the greatest. Man, this dude ain't shit. I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? This dude really ain't, he not all that. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. So, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. What was y'all assessment of Mark Magsayo's performance? And do you think this dude is the next Manny Pacquiao? Do you think this dude is going to be great? You know what I'm saying? Contender regime, boxing, I'll holler at y'all boys, man.